Welcome to this issue of CCC Trends. As automakers have ramped up the content of vehicles now manufactured with more safety features, telematics, and other technology, the cost of vehicles has risen. New tariffs put in place by the Trump administration in 2018 or still under review for 2019 may drive prices even higher. Already, tariffs on aluminum and steel sourced outside the U.S. have led analysts to predict the price of a vehicle may increase by 1%, and the Center for Automotive Research predicts the changes under the newly proposed USMCA treaty may add even more than 2.5% to the cost of U.S. non-truck vehicles and imported parts and components. Additional tariffs of 25% on the 44% of vehicles sold in the U.S. annually that are produced by the European Union, Japanese, and Korean automakers are still under consideration for 2019. If they go into effect, this could mean an additional cost of $5,800 per vehicle. As the cost of new vehicles rise, the cost of used vehicles will also likely rise. This could lead not only to higher repair costs, but also to higher total loss costs overall. So, while there remains a great deal of uncertainty about the final outcome of the automotive tariffs, it's clear that higher costs across the entire automotive industry are a likely result. According to NADA, the average MSRP of a new vehicle sold in 2018 increased another 2% from the year prior. Higher vehicle ownership costs have increasingly become a concern not only due to its potential drag long-term on new vehicle sales, but also as a key factor driving up vehicle repair and total loss costs. Analysis of vehicle appraisal data reveals volume has shifted to vehicles with higher market value, or ACV, during the last 10 years. As the values of the vehicles themselves have risen, the cost of the replacement parts for those vehicles also rose, driving up repair costs overall. As the value of the vehicle rises, its repair cost rises, and part replacement's share of overall repair cost has also grown, and the average number of parts replaced per claim also grows. This comparison of the number of replaced parts for collision and liability losses from 2001 to 2018 by vehicle age group shows just how many more parts per repair there are for today's vehicles. Vehicle complexity has grown with more electronics, safety features, and complexity of materials. As parts account for a growing share of the overall repair cost, they also become a factor in why a vehicle may be totaled. To study this further, we conducted an analysis of vehicle appraisals with an ACV between $45,000 and $60,000, where the total loss threshold was hit. Within this subset of appraisals, there were over 76 parts replaced on average, with an average cost of $300 per part, and parts overall accounted for 62.4% of the overall spend. Further analysis of the frequency of replacement of specific parts on these same appraisals and their average replacement cost reveals that over 80% of the appraisals included at least one fender replacement with an average cost of $429, and 63% included at least one headlamp replacement with an average cost of about $1,371. In some cases, individual parts accounted for 0.2% of the overall value of the vehicle, which in these examples was between $45,000 and $60,000, so certainly not an insignificant number. Finally, these charts provide a comparison of the average cost per part across all part types by individual OE for the most frequently replaced parts. With each vehicle repair requiring more part replacements at a higher cost, with more labor hours at a higher rate, it's easy to understand why repair costs are increasing. Couple that with a continuation of the shift of the vehicle fleet to higher cost vehicles overall, and the industry will continue to come under pressure. Unfortunately, the industry may also see more vehicles deemed total loss as cost and complexity of parts drives repair costs over the total loss threshold. Thank you for joining us for this issue of CCC Trends.